For quite some time, we knew that Seaworld Orlando would be receiving a new roller coaster from Swiss manufacturer B&M. And now we have some official things to go over, including the teaser for this new attraction. What Seaworld Orlando will be receiving for the 2023 season is a B&M surf coaster. The B&M surf coaster is a brand new coaster model. When we first learned about it, there was obviously tons of speculation on what this new coaster could be. At first, it was thought to be some sort of weird stand-up coaster. For reference, back in the 1990s, B&M started making stand-up coasters. Some of their first coasters were stand-ups, but they never really caught on that much. And they have not built a traditional stand-up coaster in the 21st century. Plus, a lot of the former stand-ups have been converted into floorless coasters, which made it seem unlikely that B&M would be building another stand-up coaster. The stand-up design simply isn't a popular choice anymore. And it seems more and more stand-up coasters are becoming a rarity, as more and more of these coasters are getting converted to floorless attractions. Which is probably a good thing. It was then rumored to be a multi-launch coaster, with maybe some airtime hills, inversions, and bank turns. Of course, all this was just educated guessing, but now we know it's kind of a combination of the two. The B&M Surf Coaster is a stand-up launch coaster. And as weird as it sounds, it actually kind of makes sense. But I tell you what, it's going to be a weird feeling being launched on a roller coaster while you're standing up. Track is already on site, so they should be perfectly on track, no pun intended, to open this coaster next year like they say they will. This will be Seaworld Orlando's 7th coaster and whopping 4th from B&M. They already have the flying coaster Manta, the hyper coaster Mako, the floorless coaster Kraken, the water coaster Journey to Atlantis, which is not built by B&M, the brand new Icebreaker built by Premier Rides, and their kiddie coaster is Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. With this new coaster that goes by the name of Project Penguin, this actually makes a pretty well-rounded lineup of coasters. This doesn't appear to be family friendly though. From what we see from the teaser, there might be an inversion along with multiple bank turns and a launch. And we can clearly see from the animation that this will be a stand-up coaster. Now, as far as how successful this model will be, that's a difficult question. B&M has had some very successful models in the past, especially the inverted coaster model. But just because the surf coaster is new and innovative does not mean it will be a successful ride type. The B&M surf coaster is certainly intriguing, but I don't know if it will catch on in the same way the inverted coaster did, or the dive coaster, or even the wing coaster, for example. I'm sure a lot of parks will want to experiment with this new stand-up launch coaster, but I just don't know how it will turn out. I think a big factor is how well it does at Seaworld Orlando. If it does okay at Seaworld, then it probably won't latch on. But if this new surf coaster is ultra successful, then maybe other parks will start looking at it as a good investment. But if the new surf coaster has lots of technical problems and stuff like that, then other parks should justly be wary. The success of the first installation of this coaster is absolutely key if B&M wants to sell more of these surf coasters. A launching, standing, inverting coaster? That just sounds bizarre, but it could be really, really cool. One last thing I wanted to mention is that the restraints on this stand-up coaster are very different than the old B&M stand-ups, so hopefully they're more comfortable. Because from what I've heard, that isn't always the case on the other B&M stand-ups. Anyways though, it's always exciting to see brand new roller coaster models come into existence, so for SeaWorld, for B&M, and for us coaster fans, I hope that this model is not only very fun, but also very successful for everyone involved.